Hello, and welcome, friends. How are you today on this gorgeously sunny Tuesday up here in North Yorkshire? Welcome to my new series. I'm really excited to announce my brand new series here on the XO Ali Mortimer page called The Happy Hour. I'm all about happiness, as you know. Happiness is back. It's hotter, it's pinker than ever before. And I wanted to talk to you about the happy hour, or introduce a whole new way of thinking about a happy hour. And this is the happy hour. And it's less about cocktails and dreams and very much more about concepts and themes around being happy. Sorry, I'm just checking something in the background. There we go. I'm very excited about it, hence the cocktails and dreams, concepts and themes kind of branding that you're going to see kind of popping up any minute now. So where did I want to go with this? Why do I want to introduce this? Happy hour. Happy hour, when I've always thought about happy hour, is been going to the pub and having a few drinks and having some cocktails and having some fun and bringing some happiness into our lives. But I don't know about you, but when I've had one too many cocktails, I definitely don't feel very happy the next morning. My belly doesn't feel happy, my mind doesn't feel happy, my body doesn't feel happy, and it's not such a great way to start the week. So what I wanted to do is bring the happy hour here to you every Monday, starting your week strong. Now, I know it's Tuesday today, but that's because here in the UK, we have just had a long weekend with a bank holiday for the King's coronation. So to me, this is my first working day of this week. So it's going to be Mondays, and it's something for you to tap into in terms of if you are just looking for a little bit of, or a moment of happiness, or a moment of calm, or a moment of inspiration. For those of you who've been around with me for a really long time, you know I had those series running when I had my first brand, Heal Yourself Happy, and I'm bringing kind of those back within this concept of the happy hour. It's also where I want to be sharing with you and bringing your awareness to some of the principles that have really served me well in my journey of the last decade. When I was away sailing last week, you've probably seen through some of my stories and through some of my posts that I was away sailing the other week. And I really sat down with my journal and I thought about what I really want my brand, my business right now to be all about. And it was taking myself back to my roots, which was very much asking the question, how did I get through that awful year? That awful year when I lost so much, when I lost my mum, when I lost my career, my identity, when my business was failing to thrive, when I lost my identity as a wife and I separated from my husband for a short period of time, when I lost my health to PTSD, clinical depression, when I lost my mind to insomnia, when I lost so much self-esteem, when I lost so much in a very short space of time. What was it that helped me get through that 12 months and the months that followed, and how have I created this gorgeously happy, wonderful, abundant life that I'm so grateful for now? And it was in allowing myself to really answer those questions, I came up with 7 key principles, and I've called them the harmony principles. And it's where I'm really going to be showcasing and really bringing that in here into this happy hour. Now, it's not going to be an hour. It's going to be just, 5 to 10 minutes of me sharing a concept or a theme or an idea for you to go away and take away and sit with and contemplate and get your journal out or have discussions with your friends, to come in and jump into my DMs and ask me questions, but for you to go away and really dig deep within to find your happy, because that's where I found my happy. I went on a journey to find it, to create it, to live it, to believe it, and then have it. And that's my wish for you. So my first concept today, talking about sailing. It was the sailing that really triggered a huge decision for me, this huge decision to really prioritize the work that I want to do here as my brand as Ali Mortimer, and also close down and complete the Limitless CEO. And I'm going to tell you the story, and then I'm going to talk you through a concept that really helped bring me some real peace and some real happiness into my life as I move forward into this chapter. So I think it's very easy for us to make decisions uninformed decisions, just based out of habit, to people please, to just go yes to this and no to that, just because we feel that that's what we should be saying, what we ought to say, what we have to say, rather than really thinking about what we really want, rather than really allowing ourselves to feel into what we really, really want. We just go with it. And this happened to me the other week. If I wind back maybe a month or so ago, and James had just finished a particularly difficult contract, and his mum and dad had said, would you come and help us sail a boat in Greece? Will you come and help us? They're 75 and 80. They've had knee replacements, hip replacements, and they needed some able-bodied person to come and jump around the boat. So James said he would definitely go. And he looked at me and he said, would you like to come with us, with me, come and help mum and dad on the boat? And my immediate response was, no. I've got far too much work going on. And the Limitless CEO, we just created this huge plan of all of this work that we were going to do, big launch. I was in the throes of relaunching this brand. I had loads of stuff on my to-do list that I had to get done. And I just said, you know what? No, I can't come. I've got too much work to do. And I went to bed that night and I knew something was wrong. Something felt really wrong in my body. And I reminded myself as I was doing my journal, right at the front of my page was my mantra for the year. In big pink letters, it says, love first, live first. My mantra for 2023 still is, live first, love first. And it was then that I realized that I was living out of alignment with my intention for this year. I'd said no to love, going away on holiday or for a week away with people that I loved, and no to life, going for an incredible experience to go and sail around the Greek islands in May. And I realized that I wasn't living in alignment with what I'd said that I wanted this year to be all about. And so I spent that night and the next night and the subsequent nights going back through and asking myself, what do I really want to do? And what is the decision that I have to make here? What are the conversations that I want to have to bring myself back into alignment with how I want to be feeling and living this year? And that's exactly what I did. Now, historically, without having that kind of mantra, that theme for this year, I would have probably lived and gone on with that decision. I would have been really grumpy and really resentful and really annoyed that I'd missed out and frustrated and really, really gritty. But I didn't. I had something to benchmark myself, a context to set my life and theme and make decisions against. So it was bringing myself back into that awareness of what it was that I wanted to create this year that really enabled me to make those decisions in order to close down the Limitless CEO, to prioritize life and love first, my family, the business that I love, this business, my coaching, my clients, etc., etc. So what I'm really inviting you to do, if you haven't done so already, is to set a context for this year. You may have done it already, and if you have, I would love to know below. Let me know, what was your context? What was your theme for 2023? And then I'd invite you to come back and just say, actually, are you living within that context that you set for this year? And if not, don't worry. The principle of mindfulness is just all about awareness. Bring your awareness back to your context. Bring your awareness back to your theme. And then without judgment, and with compassion, just allow yourself to accept where you are and reset your context and start making decisions using that as your benchmark, as your guiding compass forward. And if you didn't set a context or theme, then I would love to invite you to. You can set it however you wish. I like to ask myself, how do I want to look back on this year? When I get to the end of this year, how do I want to think about this year? What are the themes? What are the words that I want to be saying about the year of 2023? And I use hindsight as my guiding foresight. So you can do the same. And then start to use that so that you can respond to questions, to make decisions, rather than just reacting out of habit and what you've already done. So that's it for the very first happy hour. A little bit of awareness, a little bit of ability to set context so that you can make decisions that make you feel good about life, feel happy about life. Now, if you love this, leave me some thumbs up, leave me some hearts, tag, share, invite anybody else to come and join me. Happy hour will be lunchtimes on Monday going forward. See you soon.